Hello and welcome back everyone to another exciting episode of Trails into Reverie. I thought I was ready to go back to the real world and continue with our story, but as I checked the pedestal, I realized that I am 2 daydream short from completing the mission, and as just happened, we do have 2. So let's do this first. It might take a while. I think half of the episode's gonna be me doing the daydream, but it's fine. Let's do it. Saint Astraea's Violet in Bloom. Saint Astraea Girls' School. So is this going to be about Elise? As I'm sure you're all already aware, we have 2 founding principles here in Saint Astraea. The first is humility in austerity, the second is service toward others. These ideals are rooted in the real-world actions of our school's namesake. The story begins in the distant past. We call our patron saint the Lady Astraea. Approximately 900 years ago, when the capital was enshrouded in mysterious miasma, she was the miracle worker who saved countless lives. It was thanks to her efforts that the then Emperor Astorius raised the honor too, was able to relocate his people and vassals to St. Ark. Though words and principles she left behind serve as our spiritual support today. Oh, what is that, right?
Close to half a year has passed since the end of the war. It's already been a while since St. Astraea opened back up after a temporary break. Recently, all kinds of stuff's been going on in Crossbell. And Prince Olivert even got married. But despite everything going on in the world beyond these walls, the drudgery of my days remain entirely unchanged. Yep. Welcome to my teenage purgatory.
Mika, Herr Mika, are you even listening? Huh? What's it now? Jeez, I knew you were off in La La Land. Anyway, your big brother goes to the famous Thor's Military Academy, right? I read in the Imperial Times about all the amazing students who helped end the war and everything. Do you think you could introduce me to your brother? Huh? To Wayne? Oh right, you are Wayne's sister. Yeah, you don't want that. He's a ball of misery, annoying, and never stops to catch his breath. We're talking all brown and no brain. Dang, you're mega harsh on him. What a shame, you're such a lucky individual, and yet your poor brother. How pitiable. Rose got his friend Stark. He's a real lady killer, but I haven't seen him lately. And gone are the days of full-page magazine spread of Prince Cedric and Lord Rufus. I need more hotties in my life. You really are something else, you know that? You've been super out of it as of late, so I thought it might have something to do with the recent coma incidents. I'm an idiot for worrying about you. What coma incident? You mean the rumors that's been talk of the school? The very same. A grand mystery unfolding at our very own Saint Astraea. Isn't it kind of weirdly exciting? Healthy, energetic young girls suddenly falling into comas without rhyme or reason. And after being out for half a day, they suddenly wake up, only for their memory of the incident to be a total blank. They already been 6 victims, anyone could be next. Hey Mika, what do you think? Is there foul play at work? I mean, it's probably just one big coincidence, right? People around here have got all kinds of pent-up exhaustion and stuff. You can be such a downer sometimes, you know that? We had victims in our class and yet you couldn't care less. I personally think this is a result of someone casting a curse. Fortune telling was popular at school last year, but you never know about curses. Oh, that's totes plausible. And then, when you consider the 7 mysteries of Saint Astraea, everything's just so boring. Can't believe you have to sit through 3 more years of this. Ugh. Why did you go to Thor's? Isn't that Kurt? Oh, is this? I think I remember this. Hello, vision of beauty spotted at 10 o'clock? Who the heck is that? Mika? Leave her, girl's in another world right now. Violet in bloom. So this is where one of the students suddenly collapsed, huh? It is pretty out of sight. I could totally see some creeps skulking around here. Though the security guard said he hadn't heard word of any intruders. Correct. We have no clues, and this entire situation is shrouded in mystery. There have now been 6 girls who have collapsed. I can't allow there to be any more victims. It really is awful. Chin up, okay? We're gonna solve this mystery no matter what. Hey, wait, is that who I think it is? It is indeed. The cavalry has arrived. Long time no see, everyone. Hope you weren't waiting too long. I see, so Elliot is going to be helping with our investigation. Hi, I didn't mean to surprise you all. Truth be told, I've been visiting here off and on as a professional music lecturer, and while I might not be a permanent member of the faculty, I still want to do what I can to make this a safe place for the students. Thank you so much, it means a lot having you here. Glad to be of service, and I gotta say, seeing you all in St. Estrella's uniforms sure is quite a sight, especially a certain someone over there. Oh, Kurt. But hey, you rock it.
Not even sure what to say to that, quite frankly. How did it come to this?
It all started a few days ago. There's no other way to put it, really. Students have been falling into a deep sleep without warning at the academy. There must be some root cause behind this phenomenon. Her Highness will be returning to school next week, and I would rather this didn't stay unsolved for her arrival. Even if it's just patrolling the grounds, could I ask for your assistance? Absolutely, we'd love to help. Ash, Ellie, and the instructor are all out right now. But even if the whole group cannot join, me, Muse, and Kurt can put in double time for this. What she said, the instructor would never turn you down if we were here. Oh, maybe it's not happened? Wait, why did I remember this scene before? I've been watching too many anime. I, of course, wholeheartedly agree. I'm sure Instructor Toa will more than approve if we frame this as part of our extracurricular activities. Just let us know what you need from us. Thank goodness, it's a relief to hear you say yes. I knew Rean was away, so I wasn't sure how this little meeting was going to go. This may work out for the better, even. How so? Well, a smaller group allowed us to be discreet. There are currently no signs that this is malicious in nature, but I prefer not to worry the students or their guardians. Good point, the circumstances are too vague to be causing a panic. It will definitely be better to keep this on the down low. I have an idea. Why don't we dress up as students of St. Estrella? You and Yuna could do that, yes. I'll have to provide assistance from the sidelines, but there's not much we can do to solve that. Yeah, unfortunately, if we learn anything on the inside, we'll let you know. I'm gonna be so sure. The sidelines? Oh, that just won't do. It will have to do, Muse. What makes you so certain of that? There are some very strange circumstances. There's no telling what danger we'll run into while on site. If it does turn out to be something malicious, the student's body and whole could very well be in grave danger. Could you do anything from the sidelines then? No, you must come with us. Sorry, I don't think I'm following you. Muse? Don't tell me. Just leave everything to me. She is the master of disguise. Adios, help me. This skirt is so uncomfortable, I never realized how defenseless they make you feel. Plus, Muse had me drink that weird secret witch's brew, and now even my voice is different. I just have to remind myself that this is for the royal family. This is so they can be at peace. Cortina, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Let's hurry and investigate the rest of the school. I just want it to be done and over with. Right, I'm counting on you. Hey now, don't get all shy on us. As far as we can tell, you look perfectly fine. Just relax. She's right. Be more confident in yourself. I know you can do it, Cortina. Being more confident? Seriously? You have my sympathies, Kurt. Anyway, let's get down to business. I think there are 2 possibilities here. Either there's some kind of sleeping gas leaking somewhere, or someone is using a drug to commit a criminal act. We don't have much in the way of clues yet, so we should approach this from both angles. Good idea, then let's... Oh, aren't you from the middle school section? Oopsie, caught red-handed. Sorry, President Elise. I haven't seen them around before, so I couldn't help but be a little nosy. Oh wow, so you're investigating the coma incidents? Thank you so much for coming all the way here to help. You're all my heroes. This is a serious matter, you know. If possible, we would really appreciate it if you kept this on the down low. We wouldn't want rumors traveling through the school. Oh, come on, I never say anything. My lips are sealed. Mostly. Fine, you already know what's going on. At this point, we might be better off having her cooperate with our investigation. You mean, yes, she's coming along. We could use a guide anyway. Exactly. Musa and I are going to do that, but I think we stand out too much. Precisely. President Elise cannot enter a room without commanding its attention. I'm also not up to date with the latest rumors here, so an actual student might be the best fit. Oh gosh, for real? Awesome. How lucky am I? Please calm down. Listen carefully, Mika. There's no telling what sort of danger lurks at the center of this mystery. Now, normally I'll never allow for this, but this time around we have the perfect escort. Just don't forget that this is an exception. An escort? Who? This young lady is a swordwoman recognized by the royal family. With her here, our safety ought to be assured. Oh my goodness.
Hi. My name's Micah.
Oh, Micah, not
ask
Mika.
yours?
Micah.
My name is Cortina. I know full well how tormented by fear and uncertainty you all must be, but I vow to solve this mystery alongside my companions. It is but for a short time, but I look forward to working with you, Micah.
Oh, Adios above. She's lovely.
Oh my goodness.
Did I say something odd?
You did. Oh boy, Kurt's in for it now. Now this is the drama I live for. Give it a rest, Muse. Micah, make sure to be on your best behavior. Oh, and about that ring of yours, it's not against the rules to wear jewelry, but do take care with something that valuable. Whoops, my bad, I'll be more careful. Cortina, huh? I can't believe I get to work with her. I'm the luckiest girl in Saint Estrella. Thus did Micah join the investigation team. The group then split into two. After seeing off Elise, who had student council duties to attend to, they began to look around the school. And we're here. This is the roof. The site of another incident, huh? Oh, nice vibe up here, right? The view is sublime. It's always crowded up here during lunch. People are rarely up here after school, but every now and then you get girls doing little clandestine meetup. Really? Talk about a classic girl academy cliche. Not that I'm interested in that sort of thing. Cortina, did you notice something? Goddess, she's beautiful. Yeah, I hate to admit it, but he really does pull the uniform off well. Alias, help me. My fish out of water feeling aside, I have to make sure this girl doesn't figure out who I am. The three then split up to search for clues on the roof, however. I didn't really turn anything up. It's just a normal open space, no holes for gas leakage or anything. And the incident occurred at lunch. If it was someone on the inside, I find it hard to believe they'll be able to pull it off in front of so many people. And actually, I was present when it happened. One of the upperclassmen was talking, and then all of a sudden, she just collapsed. I called for a teacher and everything. It took half a day for her to wake up. In the end, they said it was anemia. Huh. Well, that's not entirely implausible, but... Anyway, ladies, I would say it's about time we hit the next spot. Music room. Instructor Elliot. Hey, practicing during your time off? We love to see it. But of course, there's barely any time left before the next concert. Instructor Elliot, could I ask you for your help after school? My oh my, you're quite the popular one. It's all a little embarrassing to be honest. Is this what it feels like to be Rean? Actually, there's something I would like to bend your ear about if you don't mind. Do you happen to know anything about the coma incidents happening at St. Estrella? As it so happens, yes, one of the incidents took place in this music room. It was when the middle school girls came here to clean after school. One of them suddenly collapsed as they were preparing for club. I was next to her at the time. She really did faint out of nowhere. It was terrifying. I see. So she was next to her but unaffected. And according to one of the younger students, there was a middle schooler who collapsed during class 2. Rumor has it that most of the incidents happened during break time or after school, but I guess it's not a definite thing. So there are cases that don't fit the MO. Could you explain in more details? Could it be the ring? Because they did put focus on that. We've done the rounds, but we still don't have any real clues. By the way, where are we? The first floor of the middle school. People barely come here because all it really has are the prep room and storehouse. I see, and no incidents have happened here, right? Either way, we should still check it out. No signs of the lock being forced open or anything out of the order, really. Yeah, and judging by all the dust, this place hasn't been touched in at least 2 weeks. They're both incredible. I'm so glad I came along. Yuna is super reliable and smart, but Cortina is just so beautiful and... Hey, so it doesn't have to be related to the coma incidents, but have you noticed anything weird around here? Any problems? Let's see. Not that I can think of, honestly. Outside of this coma stuff, it's been peaceful, like maddeningly so. Oh, but come to think of it, something come to mind. It's completely unrelated, but I actually found this ring around here. Check it out. It's definitely the ring. Oh wow, looks like it will cost a pretty mirror, that's for sure. I'm always getting lucky with stuff like this. For I am Micah, the goddess of fortune. Goddess of fortune? Right. She's certainly an interesting girl. And I certainly know someone on the opposite end of the luck spectrum. I went around with someone from student council to check if anyone dropped any rings, but nobody laid claim to it, so I ended up getting to keep it for myself. Been carrying it with me ever since, though I know better than to flaunt it all over the place. Oh, so it's your not so dirty little secret, eh? She's cunning as heck, but I can't fault her for it. Ah, the class bell. Oh, time flies. Since we've done the rounds, let's regroup with Musa and the others to exchange info. Huh? You're already leaving? In that case, I'll talk to the teachers and get them to let me help you during class. Micah, you really don't have to. It's no big deal, Lady Cortina. Anything for you. Alright, Kurt, time to plan B. I feel bad, but this is the best for everyone. Micah, there's no telling what dangers could await us. I don't want to put you in harm's way. Let us take it from here, please. Lady Cortina. Thanks so much for showing us around, Micah. Make sure you get back to class. Good day to you. They steal my pubescent heart. Wait, I gotta keep my head in the game. If I lose track of her now, Oh, but first I better stash the ring. Wait, come to think of it. Did I actually find this ring? Was it really around here? My memories are kinda hazy. Well, that's not normal. But whatever, now's not the time for this. Wait for me, Lady Yuna, Lady Cortina. The ring is obviously haunted. The student council president's office, class time. I see, so even you guys weren't able to figure out what's going on. Unfortunately, we did at least check out all the places where it happened, but they were scattered all throughout the campus grounds, and there was nothing odd about any of them. The roof, the classroom, the hallway, the rose garden. It's hard to believe there's been some kind of gas leak at so many disparate spots. Yeah, it just doesn't seem natural. Which means there's a perpetrator here. In the time we spent interviewing people, we found no commonalities between victims. In other words, it's indiscriminate. Purpose is picking targets as random. Is that even possible? That's the question. We have to figure out their modus operandi. Most of the incidents took place during breaks or after class when there were people around. The idea of a criminal picking a victim based on zero criteria out of a large crowd of people. It just doesn't seem likely. Yeah, I feel like we're so close, but something's eluding us. Now that I really think about it, it's such a bizarre set of incidents. No matter how much we look into it, it feels like we're grabbing a thin air. Maybe it really is the fault of the good luck charm. Oh yeah, that one girl talked about the rumors circulating around campus. High school girls seem to love that sort of occult-ass stuff. Occult, huh? A cult, not occult. A cult. It might not be just a rumor after all. Elliot? I do not like where this is heading. I see, there's a third possibility we hadn't considered. Yeah, and it's not entirely impossible. What if there was something capable of causing unexplained phenomena? I'm sure you guys are familiar with what I'm getting at. Wait, you can't mean an artifact? Bingo, you've come across them a few times. So-called gifts of the goddess incapable of being analyzed with modern technology. When it comes to incidents caused by artifacts, one thing's for sure, there must be an activation trigger. Yeah, we need to approach this from a different angle. Yuna, have you noticed anything? A connecting thread we might have overlooked? Now that you mention it, there is something that's been nagging at me this whole time. Something that might tie everything together. Oh, what? Not the female disguise, right? Is it the middle school section or the female student? Alright, I took the hard way, but it's actually this one, the middle school section. That did came up quite a few times. Most of the places where incidents occur were in public, but on the flip side, there were spots where the middle school girls gathered as well. And the biggest hint of them all is the incident that took place in the middle school classroom. That was the only instance of someone losing consciousness in the classroom, right? Yeah, I heard that was actually Micah's class. We should talk to her again and get... Wait, we sent her back to class, didn't we? Darn, guess we'll talk to her during the next break between classes. Thank goodness, I figured you all still be here. Elise, what's wrong? I'm hoping this is nothing serious, but... You know the one girl, Micah? One of the teachers reported that she hasn't come back to class. Seriously? That's odd, we parted ways with her at the middle school section hallway. Now that you mention it, I rather doubt she actually went back to class. This is concerning. Agreed, let's go look for her, just in case. Yes. The last time we saw her was around here. Oh. What in the world is that I'm sensing? It's coming from down those stairs. That should just be a storage area though. Yes, but something doesn't seem right. What the heck? Yo. A magic circle. No, a teleportation circle connected us somewhere else. Micah could well have wandered through it, as much as I hate to entertain the possibility. Either way, we have to go and see. It might be connected to the coma incidents. Agreed, it's highly likely there are dangers ahead, and we're the only ones qualified to investigate. But just to be safe, let's go through with a group of 4 and leave someone behind to keep watch. A wise idea, and one I think you'd be best suited to put into practice, Elliot. The students all know you well, so you can easily keep them away. Good point. I'll leave the rest of you guys new Class VII. Understood. Once we're prepared, we're changing in. Actually... okay. I prefer Elliot. Just because of his S-Scrap can heal KO. Sorry, Elise. Where are we? It looks like some kind of church. Wait, no, I know this place. Yes, we're inside the structure that play host to events immediately preceding the Great Twilight. It can't be. The Grawl? The Grawl of Erebos. It has to be, but why are we inside it again now? This is just a speculation on my part, but the Grawl of Erebos was originally a primal ground that existed beneath Heimdall Cathedral. We suppose that when it was moved to the Harold Imperia Villa, part of it was left behind. I see. St. Estrella is situated close to the cathedral, now that you mention it. But this has been under the school for 900 years now? Unreal. There must be some specific reason why a portal leading here showed up in the actual school building all of a sudden though. Even if we find the cause, I'm honestly not sure we're up to handling it by ourselves. We got to do something, for Micah and for the school. We might not have been able to save our instructor or mill him when we were last in the crawl. We've grown both as a team and as individuals since then. This is as good time as any to show just how much. Yes, I want the thing that's an Estrella, so that's all the more reason I want to protect it. Let us put an end to whatever is turning these girls' halcyon school days into a waking nightmare. I'll support you however I can. Stay alert everyone, there's no telling what's waiting for us up ahead. Ooh. Alright, it's not that big of a dungeon. It's smaller than the one with the down the rabbit hole. Huh? What am I doing here? If I remember correctly, I felt a weird presence and... Then after that Oh right, why did I forget? I wonder how Cortina and the others are doing. Has the investigation been going okay? No, it's not like I'm crushing on her or anything. She's just strong and cool and reliable and... Wait. Am I? Huh? I guess I never knew I liked girls. Who cares if I like girls? I mean, these feelings are real. Don't worry, she's a boy actually. Cortina, save me! Oh, what was that dream just now? Creepy. Whoa, where the heck am I? It's total creeps feeling here. How did I end up? Oh no. It's one of those demons. Ah! What's going on here?
Cortina?
Your voice.
I'm sorry for deceiving you about who I really am, Micah. But fear not. I'm here to save you.
Looks like we just barely made it in time. Is this what I think it is? There's no mistaking it. That's the devil. I'm betting that Micah's ring is actually an artifact that steals away vitality. And the being that used her to gather power stands before us at last. It will be one thing if the Twilight was still happening, but now...
Looks scary. Watch out!
Oh no.
I'll care for you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll see you guys when I
Are you
defeat him.
okay?
I love you.
Not today!
It's my turn.
Ooh, this boss is annoying. It keeps giving me status condition, and I don't have my equipment with me. But finally, we defeated it.
I'll care for you.
Thank you.
Good work, everyone.
Yeah, I did it!
I've only just begun.
I only get cuter as I...
Yay, I did it!
Bringing Elliot certainly is a good choice. Just for his healing alone. Oh, looks like we did it. That should put an end to our slumbering affair. We should hurry back and tell at least the good news. Oh crap, let's hightail it out of here quick, guys. This is probably because the devil ruling over this place is gone. Can you stand? Let's get you out of this dreary place, back to where you belong. afterwards. So this ring belonged to the founding pillar of the Academy? Like the Saint Estrella from all those years ago? Most likely. 900 years ago, Saint Estrella saved countless lives when the calamity befell the Imperial capital. It was she who inspired the founding values of this academy, and it is said that she possessed a mysterious ring known as the Ring of Salvation. It allegedly held the power to heal all wounds, all with a mere brush of a hand. I contacted Vita and she confirmed that it actually existed back then. I suspect it was hidden away in the primal ground and ended up resting beneath the academy. When the twilight happened, it partially recovered its abilities, and the rest is history. Wow, that's quite the story. Micah occasionally put the ring on so all the dots connect if those were the only times it's activated. That lines up with the intel I got from Gaius. Evidently, there are past examples of demons trying to use artifacts. The fact that Micah's memories were tempered with lends credence to that, he said. I see. I spoke with the rest of the student council members and nobody knew a thing about the ring. Then this all was the work of that demon. It seems likely that that demon tried to manifest during the twilight. And since it was still incomplete, he used her to try and finish the job. Either that or it was something that managed to remain after the twilight ended. There's no way to know. I'm just glad we were able to take care of it. I'm sure Saint Estrella is pleased as punch, rest her soul. I bet you're right about that. I'll take responsibility for getting this ring to Gaius. We gotta make sure nobody ever uses it for evil ever again. Your efforts are very much appreciated. Everyone, I'm so grateful for all you've done for this academy. By the way, I wanted to let you know that while Micah suffered some minor scrapes, she is otherwise perfectly fine. I'm sure we owe much to that of you, Kurt. It was nothing. I simply did what I had to do. It's honestly extraordinary that she only got away with some scratches considering what she got wrapped up in. She's a lucky girl. I suspect that Micah has always possessed strong spiritual power. That might be why the demon set its eye on her. I see. She's been through a lot, the poor thing. But I'm certain she'll be okay. She has her knight in shining armor after all. That she does. Get a lot of our little heartbreaker over here. Given the situation, I can't really blame him. I just knew it was the right move to have him work in the sky. What's everyone going on about? Oh, Kurt. Hello, Micah, you with us or what? What's going on with you? You've been really out of it recently. Oh, you are still on about this? Call me creepy shit because I got the wool pulled over my eyes so hard. Why has Adius forsaken me? Meltdown alert. Do you think she's sick? Wait, now that I think about it. I see, so you're Wayne's little sister. Talk about a coincidence. Either way, you should be proud of yourself. You did well. Whether it was Kurt or Cortina, I met a tall hottie. Everything actually turned out alright in the end. Dang, I really am the goddess of luck. That's right.
The season in which yet another boring year begins.
Because her brother was the
But
total
my luck
opposite.
is alive and well.
Her brother was really
So much for
unlucky.
drudgery. The future's now as wondrous as a violet in bloom.
Ooh. Including Kurt? That would be really funny.
Rendering browsing interface.
Yeah. To your blessed future. Let's go. Maybe we'll find out in this daydream what happened to them. Thank you, Your Majesty. You've done so much to arrange for the ceremony, even letting me wear such a beautiful wedding dress. I'm not so certain thank you is enough, really. Oh, come now, no need to be so formal. By tomorrow, we'll be family. It means the world to me to hear you say that. The tailoring in the traditional style of the Imperial family is lovely, but I also appreciate how it takes my personal style into account as well. I almost wonder if I'm fit to wear something so perfect. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be so negative. You aren't being negative, Scherazard. Is it truly acceptable for me to marry a prince who I deserve to be so happy? Certainly these thoughts and many more are running through your mind as we speak. Well, I was born in the slums of a foreign country. I might be the last woman who would suit a man of Oliver's status. No matter how much I try to quiet the voice in my head, it won't stop telling me that. I understand precisely how you feel. My position left me also feeling inferior to His Majesty when we married, Your Highness. That's also why I know how to bring you comfort. Do you love him, Scherazard? Of course I do. Even if it's still the strangest thing to say out loud after all we've been through, yes, I love him. That you suit him more than any other. Yes, you're absolutely right. I get to marry the man I love more than anyone else, trimmed of love, and that's all that truly matters. Your Highness, thank you so much for your counsel. You are most welcome. Your Highness, it's time. Thank you. Now then, I must attend to some official business. Try to get as much rest as you can before tomorrow. I will, thank you again. The Empress is such a wonderful woman. If I were in her position, I'm not sure I'll be able to think of anything outside of Prince Cedric. And yet she's gone far out of her way to comfort me. Tomorrow's really happening. I was told the tiara was designed just for the wedding. Maybe that's why it feels a little more gaudy compared to the dress. Oh come on, Schera, who the hell are you to call something so intricate and high-class gaudy? Who could that be? The signal in this room is a little weak.
Hello, Scherazard speaking.
About time. Wasn't sure if a call this long distance was going to get through.
Wait, Aina?
Aina!
Holy cow, Aina! It's been so long! So, how do you like the Grand Cell branch? How's the new job treating you?
It's wild, is what. You wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork that has to be done just to pass on the torch to me. Alnon did enough work around here for 10 people, but I'll make it work.
He's always been a machine. I'm almost sad he got promoted over to the Le Mans headquarters. But if anyone's got the chops to carry on his work, it's you. Take good care of Liberal for me, okay?
You know I will. I know what I'm getting into, but I'm up for the challenge. Only part that bums me out is not being able to see you as much. I miss you, girl.
I miss you too. I do plan on staying registered as a bracer, but between you and me, I think it'll be tough to stay active on the field. But if you're ever in need, I'll be there.
Don't stress. We've got enough bracers we're training over here, so as long as nothing big happens, you're good. I love knowing you got my back, though. If only I could be there to have your back on your big day.
That's right, I don't think I see her.
I told you before, it's fine. You're in a big adjustment period right now. Representing Liberal's branches from now on is enough without throwing weddings into the mix.
Don't I know it? But I know I'll be top shelf at it. You just wait and see. And once I've got all my bases covered here, I'm carving out a big chunk of time so I can see you.
Sounds like a plan to me. We're long overdue for a drinking night.
I'll have to bring some of the good stuff with me. Well, I'll let you go now, but I'm glad we got to talk. And congrats on getting hitched! As your best friend, I couldn't be happier for you.
Aina. And I couldn't be happier to hear that from my best friend.
To your blessed future. Do we get to play as Olivert and Schera now? Congratulations on your wedding, Prince Olivert. It will be a joyous day for us all. How long has it been since your first travel to Liberal? 5 years? I'm still in awe at times that the friendship you foster abroad blossomed into true love. Well, it certainly wasn't love at first sight for her. I would credit those negotiation tactics you taught me for bringing us down our road to happiness. I believe I only taught you lessons good enough for the military. Love is an entirely different battlefield. Uncle Zack, there's no reason you have to indulge every stupid thing that comes out of his mouth. Especially now that he's found someone who will finally take him off our hands. My dearest of friends, surely I'm a prize worth fighting my bride-to-be for. If you were a prize, I would certainly take being a loser. You should be weeping with joy that she chose you. Well, I can argue that. Not even a moment's hesitation, By the way, I heard that you'll be taking up residence in Ulster rather than the palace. Is that true? It is. Strictly speaking, I'm still a bastard son who has no chance of succeeding the throne. Cedric may have gone missing, but I have no desire to vie for emperor in his stead. We haven't chosen Ulster for certain mine. We've talked about settling abroad as well. It's one thing to consider a getaway villa, but if you want to live permanently outside of Arabonia, that's another issue. To be certain, I have no wish to interfere with your lives as newlyweds, but you will need to bear minimum security wherever you do settle. For me, I suppose I'll never truly be free. I realize I've said this before, but I don't consider myself the same standing as the rest of the imperial family. That's why I prefer our wedding to be more on the modest side. Well, with circumstances as they are, you will certainly be as busy as the rest of the family. You're still a prince, and there comes more work than it's doing. Yes, I'm perfectly fine with shouldering those responsibilities. I'm well aware I cannot abscond with my love and leave everything on poor Alfin's shoulder, nor would I want to. Enjoying my honeymoon to its fullest will have to suffice. You plan on only taking a skeleton crew with you, yes? A shame that the vendors have only just regained our position as your protectors. I would have preferred to accompany you, but perhaps it's the best chance you two will have at spending some much-deserved quality time together. We do deserve it, don't we? With that, I believe we've kept ourselves idle for long enough, Uncle. As much as us would love to stay and talk, yes, we have much to attend to. Then, let me see you out. Oh, hey there, Oliver, Mueller. Your timing is perfect. I was just about to hang up with Aina on the line. Aina, you say? Is that Oliver I hear? Olivier, I hear? Oh, good day, Prince Oliver. Congratulations on your wedding. Please, Aina, Olivier suits me better. We share too many drinks at the table to have you address me as any other way. Less at the table and more under the table in your case. So I've been told. And hello to you too, Lieutenant Colonel. I can still hear the stress in your voice. And you always will if you have to keep looking after this one here. I wish I could see you both in person, but I still appreciate the invite even if I can't come. No need to feel guilty, Schera's kept me well informed. Allow me to take this chance to also congratulate you on your spectacular promotion. Thank you. Okay, now I'm the one who's letting you go. Let's keep in touch and set something up after things calm down on both of our ends, alright? Absolutely. Talk to you later, Schera. I didn't think she could reach me all the way from Liberal. It was so great to hear from her. I'm glad I happened to run into you while she was still on. Her presence tomorrow will be missed. Speaking of tomorrow, Zin will be arriving early in the morning while Kevin and Reese are due to the early afternoon. I'm almost giddy at the thought of seeing them again. Me too. So my handsome view. Who are you giddy to see? Is it a certain emerald-haired goddess, perhaps? Shut up, you idiot. Sure, your dress is being stored in that room, isn't it? Sure is. Wanna take a peek? No, it's a bad luck for the groom to see. I'm picturing a perfect pure white dress just for you. Oh, what a lucky man I am to be able to see you in it soon. It really is something. Oh, what? It's gone. What? But we were just outside the room. And why only the dress? The tiara would have been better choice with it being so adorned. What is the point of this? There's something pinned to the chest. Oh my god. Oh my god. Blue Blanc. To my most worthy rival in the beloved Silver Streak, the opulent gown of purity is now in my possession. If you seek its return, accept my proposal and tour the Vermilion capital. The first riddle you'll find resides within a district that twinkles with brilliance, be it night or day. There you must inspect the pedestal of a crimson treasure, some 300 years old long, tainted by vainglory. Phantom Thief B took it? My word, what is he up to this time? Not only are there no windows in this room, he managed to steal it without making a single sound. Indeed, I am once again left begrudgingly praising his unparalleled gift for trickery. But how dare he steal my bride's dress? Must he stoop so low? I wouldn't consider it low for an enforcer. If not, I'll see to starting a search in the palace and capital with the army. Hold on to that, I'd rather not cause alarm before the wedding. Don't you think you could leave them to me and Schera instead? I prefer not. Don't freak out, you know this isn't our first time dealing with him. Why, we're grizzled veterans by now, I should think. Why shouldn't we take him up on his proposal? Before the day is over, we'll have your dress back and all will be fine. It never happened, Schera. I'll hold you to that. What am I going to do with you two? Schwarzer waited for Olivia to change into his wandering bard's garb, and from there they began their search. And here we are, the Garnier district. If any place were to twinkle with brilliance, be it night or day, it's here. Only our biggest, most brilliant shining star take the Heimdall Opera House's stage. Hehe. Something funny about that, Schera? Oh, it's not really funny, just thinking back on something you said. Something about how you once starred as the lead singer in the Erebonian's Capital Opera House. You never did clarify if you were telling the truth or just playing around. I remember that as clear as day, even it feels as though if it were a lifetime ago. That was around when we first met, after we had our little encounter at Harkin Gate and traveled to Bose together. It's sweet to know we both remember. Oh, I will never forget a moment with you. As for the opera, I may have stretched the truth a little, but I did indeed perform there. I simply wasn't a star, just as passionate bard of modest repute who was known as Olivier Lanheim. You don't say. Color me impressed. As well as you should be. I charm a fair few ladies with my lush, alluring voice. Yeah. And on that note, back to the riddle. We got my dress to find, right? Yeah, we do. Oh, it has to be this. The first place that came to mind at the mention of treasure was here for me. Rather, it came to mind due to it being a crimson treasure. Nothing fits that bill better than the crimson tiara at Ancoris for sure. It's not only treasure with its value at a million mira, it's also doubly precious as a relic from the Middle Ages. I got no clue of how long tainted by vainglory applies though. That could be attributed to a few things. The gems it was decorated with are of the utmost purity for the first. Anything so extravagant would certainly serve as an excellent token of power and wealth. For the second, I would point to this tale. It is believed that those who covet it are met with great misery in their life. So greed inevitably spells tragedy then, perfect match. In the Middle Ages part also goes with it needing to be 300 years old. So there we go, check and check. But you know, I get this strange feeling I've seen this tiara somewhere else. So you noticed. You've seen it, that new tiara I had commissioned for you. It was this very jeweler who made it, and its key inspiration was this very tiara here. Wow, I see it now. Normally you would have worn one passed down through our family. The Empress too wore it as a bride. How lovely it would have been to see you wear it as well. Is there some reason I can't? Over 10 years ago, and as our family's treasure vault was being reorganized, some bandits fled with it in hand. It's been considered lost ever since. Not sure you could even pay me to risk that will happen if I got caught stealing from a royal vault. I don't think Phantom Thief B was active yet, was he? Correct. This was before he made himself known to the world. It didn't have as much decor as, say, the Crimson Tiara or your new one, but it was a beautiful white gold with a pure refined brilliance to it all the same. Sure you would have captured its beauty like none other. Well, hearing that makes me wish I could have worn it now. I love my tiara, of course, it's gorgeous as that can be. Anyway, now that we're here, we should get on with looking for the next riddle. Right. All we have to do is inspect the pedestal and... bingo. Your second riddle takes you to where valiance is built upon great wings. There, under the sea, made lively by the one-eyed bard, and silver dancer will be your next riddle. The answer is almost too simple if I'm to be perfectly frank. Our man really does get around now, doesn't he? The courageous? I can't say it sits well with me that he was able to sneak in here. Fortunately, even if he can get it, he can operate it. But we'll still be in real pickle if he were to run off with you know what. Either way, let's see if it really was too simple. Under the sea, made lively by the one-eyed bard and lively dancer. That can't refer to anything else but the sonorous seashell. I'm pleased to see it's still here at least. Yeah, and all he did was place the next riddle under it, looks like. Your next challenge shall be the last. The most glorious of garment is in the second Imperial Residence. It's in an area of tranquility guarded by 5 water dragons. Ah, the villa. Idios, finally, just one more to go. I'm guessing second Imperial Residence referred to Carol Imperial Villa? I was thinking the same. I have an inkling of what 5 water dragons is indicating too. Still, I'm a bit bothered by something. All of these have struck me as rather straightforward of him. The location chosen have a pretty obvious theme to them to boot. They're all walk down memory lane for us. Even this shell here has a story behind it. Indeed it does. The first time you saw this was when we were on a flight to Roland together. Yep, I remember my alarm bells going off when I saw you using it on the deck. I had pegged you then for an Imperial spy. But you know, I'm still that same sneaky scam I was back then. Haven't changed a whit, which is why it's such a mystery why I ever fell for you. Shh. I'm just kidding, goofball. Okay, let's keep on getting and get my dress. The Carol Imperial Villa's gazebo should be the place he's talking about, so the 5 water dragons would be the 5 waterfalls. It looks like he left something big on the ground. Shall we go have ourselves a look? Blue Blanc.
Well, this case is certainly conspicuous.
Time to sneak a peek at our prize. This is it! This is my wedding dress!
And he folded, how dare he?
Well, I'll be. It doesn't appear to have been damaged or dirtied in any way. That's a relief.
Oh, it is. I wouldn't know what to do with myself if anything had happened. Oh, there's another card. I thought we were done with riddles.
Let's see. You have done well to solve my riddles, bride and groom. To reward your efforts in overcoming these few obstacles as a team, I return your wedding dress. I wish also to extend my most heartfelt congratulations on your union.
Oh yeah, real heartfelt. Maybe don't steal the dress in the first place if you're going for the warm and fuzzies.
He's always been an unconventional one. Let me read the rest. There is a second compartment beneath the surface of this case. If you would, kindly remove its bottom panel to find a gift from me to you. Interesting.
Oh, Adios. What are we in for now?
I think he's being sincere.
Could it be the
He's just
crown?
also being rather roundabout with it in a charmingly bashful sort of way. I don't see why we shouldn't do it.
Okay then, if you insist.
What will we find, I wonder?
Wait.
It is the crown.
Tiara?
I almost can't believe this. This is the tiara that was stolen from our family.
Really?
So it is him who stole it.
How did Phantom Thief B get his hands on it when it's been missing for over a decade?
Maybe he'll give us an answer. Rumor had it this tiara was passed down through the royal family of a great country in western Zemuria. My eternal quest for beauty led me to finding it some time ago.
Okay.
Indeed, it is a most beautiful treasure. Yet something like this would only truly shimmer atop the head of the one to whom it belongs. That, of course, would be the silver streak. And so do I give this to you. A certain wandering bard once told me that true beauty is love, which, to this day,
Aww.
I find difficult to trust. But I would welcome being convinced by one who lives his life true to those words. To your blessed future. Now that might be the closest thing to beauty he's ever achieved.
Yeah, I didn't know he had it in him to be so decent. But I also couldn't picture him going about this any other way.
I should say so. My, oh my. It'll be hard for anyone else to top his gift, won't it? I suppose the best way we can show him our appreciation is get to convincing him how beautiful our love is.
Good thing we've got a head start.
It appears he's not the only one who has a message for us. I think you ought to be the one who reads this part.
What for?
Oh, could it be the bewitching bell?
It couldn't be. To my sweet little sister, Schera.
Oh my god.
I'm so happy to hear you're getting married. You may or may not have heard rumors of where I've been of late. But know that you have no reason to worry about me. I hope this eases the weight on your heart, so that you can fully devote yourself to your own happiness. Lucy.
Luciola, the
Word was
bewitching
that
bell.
she used to work as a fortune teller in Michelin, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, apparently it
I've
is.
also heard she's been keeping her distance from this society. But words and hearsay don't hold a candle to her telling me to
I didn't
devote
recognize
myself
her
to
because
my
I
own
have them play
happiness.
Trails in the Sky
She
when I
hasn't
play
changed
the
one
Crossbell art.
bit.
But
It's
now that
almost
I
funny
have,
to think back on
it's
how
pretty
our lives
obvious.
worked out. How all the people I've met, Luciola, Cassius, Ina, Estelle, Joshua, led me to my next fateful encounter. How somewhere through all those, they helped lead me to you.
When you look back on the complexities of life, you start to realize how great the chances were of us never meeting. But we did. Now our two paths have become one, with endless possibilities to be built upon in our future.
It makes me wonder who else we'll meet that will drastically, irreversibly change our lives. It'd make me very happy if Luciola was one of those people again one day.
I know for a fact that she will be, Schera. I swear to you, to the goddess, to myself, that I will always strive to make you happy. That no matter how much time passes, I will never let go of your hand.
Good, because I'm never letting go of yours. That's how much I love you, Olivier.
Aw, beautiful. Ooh, Deus Gem. Yes. Alright, I thought we're gonna have time to do a little bit of story, but apparently the two daydreams take up the whole episode. So when we come back, I promise we'll finally go back to the main story, which is Rufus' story. Till then, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Until next time, bye.